And now that it's ended, the team's executives are saying it's been well worth the wait.
Single most important thing, he has very good, strong family values as well. You know, there's a experience level and all that, his knowledge of the hockey and all that. That's very high. But he's a good person. He's committed to the game of hockey. He's entered the National Hockey League. He's committed to Ottawa here, and he just has a lot of the things that when I weighed them against the other candidates, and it was a tough decision that Rick was the guy for us.
Bowness has signed a multi-year contract with the Senators. It's his third stint behind an NHL bench, having been an interim head coach in Winnipeg and lasting just 1 year in Boston. Without star Cam Neely, he coached the Bruins to a 36-32-12 record, second in the Adams division and into the NHL semifinals. Still, he was fired, but he claims he's not bitter.
No, I don't look at it that way at all. I look at it as an opportunity to work with these people and to grow with these people. The Boston Bruins are part of my past.
It certainly takes a different kind of coach to work behind the bench of an expansion club. John Ferguson was the boss in Winnipeg when the Jets were fresh and new.
There's no question he'll want to win every night, but it's not going to happen, certainly with the expansion team. But as long as he keeps working with the young, keeps teaching our younger players and communicating with the older players, he'll be a good NHL coach in a hurry.
You want your team to compete night in and night out. And that doesn't mean you're going to win, but it means you're going to be competitive. And if a team beats you, they're going to pay a price to beat you.
Now, the Senators love the Bowness family. Of course, Rick was the team's first coach in the expansion club's history 30 years ago. And then just this past offseason, son Ryan was hired into hockey operations as an assistant GM here in town with the visiting Senators. And that was one of our topics of discussion with Rick earlier this evening. Rick, would you describe the bonus, the B-O-N-U-S, of spending yesterday with your son Ryan this close to the holidays?
Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while. Well, we haven't seen him since September when we played the exhibition game, so it was great to for he and I to go shopping yesterday. We went to Polo Park. We were both there for the same reasons. I'm getting there for Judy and my wife, and he's getting there for Judy's mother. So we had a great afternoon together, and it just, yeah, we had him over for dinner last night, and family and loved ones last night, and we're foes today. How about that?
That's great to hear, Rick. Regarding tonight's game, Billy Heinola in particular, with Nate Schmidt out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, what does this opportunity represent for the rookie blue liner?
Well, it's an opportunity to play, and you know we were pleased with his play when the last he came out for 2 games. His first one was it's always the first one that's always the toughest. Get that behind us. But he was very good in the second period, and we're hoping he can pick up where he left off with that one. But it is an opportunity for him, and Kyle Capobianco has been playing outstanding for us. The games that he's gone in, I give him a lot of credit because he hadn't played in a long time either, and worked very hard in practice, obviously, when we could practice, and was ready to go. So it was tough pulling him out, but we do want to give Billy a good look, and he's going to play some minutes tonight, and he's going to play some power play time, and I hope he sounded very confident this morning talking to him, and I hope that goes out on the ice tonight.
Two-parter about your goalies, Rick. First, is there any change to Connor Hellebuck's status with respect to going on the road? And secondarily, would you just describe the confidence that David Riddick is inspiring in your group?
Well, at this point, and I just had a text from Connor. He's feeling a little bit better. But at this point, he's clearly not playing, but we expect him to be on that plane tomorrow when we head off to Boston and Washington. And David's been very, very solid. Wade Flaherty's done a great job with him. This kid has come in. He didn't play a whole lot last year. He was a good signing for us. He's played very consistent, and we put him in some tough situations, some very tough games, much like our game in Seattle on Sunday. We were for 7 o'clock in Vancouver and 5 o'clock in Seattle, and 22 hours later. He had to make a lot of key saves. I'm always talking about timely saves, timely goals. He made a lot of timely saves for us and big saves, and gave us an opportunity to get a point. It's unfortunate we lost that point for him, but he certainly has done his job, and we're thrilled with the way he's played.
Thank you for this, Rick.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas to all out there. Have a safe and wonderful holiday.
And to all, a good night. Coming up next, one anthem game and puck drop on the Jets' final home game before Christmas. You're watching Jets on TSN.